Time for some old school Chicago brawling. Senator Dick Durbin just smacked Kash Patel, and the clock is ticking. Welcome back to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. By this point, we all know Donald Trump loves nominating and appointing dim-witted loons to major roles in the government. Kristi Noem, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Pam Bondi, and most relevant to this story, conspiracy theorist and spokesperson for Deer in the Headlights face, Kash Patel. Trump has nominated Patel to lead the FBI, an agency Patel once declared to be a veneer of the deep state. In his imagination, the deep state consists of government civil servants, journalists, and executives of big tech companies. Funny how Patel had no problem with all the big tech moguls at the Trump inauguration. But we digress. In the past, Patel has leaked classified information regarding contacts between the Trump 2016 campaign and Russia as a means of discrediting the FBI and its investigation of Donald Trump. He has also promoted COVID-19 conspiracy theories, claimed the January 6th insurrection was staged, that the 2020 election was stolen, and promoted QAnon. He also published a book called Government Gangsters, in which he named a list of politicians he considered to be part of the deep state and vowed to shut down the FBI if ever appointed as its director. So no wonder Trump loves him. And no wonder Dick Durbin doesn't. During Patel's confirmation hearings, in which he also admitted to receiving $2 million from the nation of Qatar and $5 million in stock from the Chinese, Durbin confronted Patel over his shady business dealings and his conspiracy theory peddling.
You familiar with a Stu Peters? Does that name ring a bell?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you familiar with Mr. Stu Peters?
Not off the top of my head.
He made 8 separate appearances on his podcast. He promoted outrageous conspiracy theories and worked with a prominent neo-Nazi. There are more, Ted Nugent, it goes on, list goes on. I'm just asking, when it comes to your association with individuals, why are so many of them in this category?
My association, as you loosely define it, is by appearing in media over 1,000 times to take on people who are putting on conspiratorial theories and to devour them of their false impressions and to talk to them about the truth. That is something that I will always continue to fight for, Senator.
Throughout his hearings, senators repeatedly reminded Patel that he was under oath. That led to this key exchange.
Are you aware of any plans or discussions to punish in any way, including termination, FBI agents or personnel associated with Trump investigations? Yes or no?
I'm not aware of that,
Thank you.
Senator.
That exchange, as it turns out, is the hinge upon which our story rests today. Just hours ago, Senator Dick Durbin presented a letter to Inspector General Michael Horowitz. In it, he revealed that Patel has been working with the Trump advisor Stephen Miller to fire FBI leadership before he was even confirmed to the job as director. Durbin also read the letter aloud on the Senate floor. Take a look.
So far, my Republican committee colleagues have chosen to ignore the myriad red flags about Mr. Patel, especially his recurring instinct to threaten retribution, political retribution, against his and President Trump's perceived enemies. This is a dangerous characteristic for a person who wants to lead the nation's most powerful domestic investigative agency, the FBI. I hope that what I reveal today from credible whistleblowers at the highest levels will give my Republican colleagues some pause before it's too late. Multiple whistleblowers have disclosed to my staff highly credible information indicating that Mr. Kash Patel has been personally directing the ongoing purge of senior law enforcement officials at the FBI. Let me remind you, Mr. President, Mr. Patel at this moment in time is not on any public payroll, nor does he have any authority by our government. Listen, on the morning of January 29th, the day before Kash Patel's confirmation hearing, there was a meeting between the acting leadership of the Department of Justice and the FBI. Notes from that morning meeting read, KP wants movement at FBI, reciprocal actions for DOJ. Let me say that again, quote, notes from the meeting, KP wants movement at FBI, reciprocal actions for DOJ. Acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove told the participants in this meeting that he had received multiple calls from the White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller the night before. Miller had pressured him because Kash Patel, KP, wanted the FBI to remove targeted officials faster, as DOJ had already done with prosecutors. If these allegations are true, then Mr. Patel may have committed perjury before the Senate Judiciary Committee.
The Senate is scheduled to vote on Patel's nomination on Thursday. It already delayed the vote a week due to Patel not disclosing vital information, including his interactions with Qatar. Republicans, predictably, have claimed this is just a diversionary tactic designed to slow down Patel's nomination. Now it looks like it might get delayed again. Though Durbin has not revealed his sources, he has revealed enough in his letter that it could launch a new investigation, thus delaying a vote on Patel even longer. The other possible outcome, of course, is that Patel pulls a Matt Gaetz and withdraws his nomination. Should anyone he's had contact with testify that he has been directing Miller or the firings of FBI staff, he will have perjured himself before Congress. Durbin's letter also comes at a pivotal moment when Democrats have been accused of not doing enough to block Trump's lunatic appointees or the MAGA agenda. The fact is, they have limited power at the moment. Durbin, however, demonstrated that even with their limited abilities in this political moment, they still can push back if they choose their battles carefully. In other words, stay tuned. We expect new developments in this story in the immediate future. So, count on Occupy Democrats to keep you up to date on the nomination of Kash Patel, as well as other developing news out of Washington. I'm David Reddish.